Today I am aiming for at least 50 orbs spinning around me, and I have a very specific way we're gonna do this. The main traits we are going to focus on is of course multi-strike, seeing as that gives extra orbs for the Astronomer's orbs. The way we're going to get multi-strike is, well, we're gonna pick the traits of course, we're gonna do the Warlock traits because we have the Warlock's mark, but I have the Mask of Madness, which I hope will give me extra multi-strike. It's a little bit RNG, but you can always hope. And I am a Sorceress, which means I will be getting 4% multi-strike every 10 levels that I get, which is pretty good. Should be getting into at least level 110 with this build, I think, which should give me 44% multi-strike just from that. When it comes to class traits, I am using the Mark of Rituals, the Warlock mark, which gives me access to Warlock traits. So we're gonna be picking the weapon proficiency and proficient stance traits from the Warlock, and we're gonna be neglecting every single one from the Sorceress, just to keep it simple. We could probably be picking some Sorceress traits just to like up the damage of our main attack, but I'm going to just remove those and then keep it simple with these instead. I will be picking the Nimble trait from the Sorceress, the movement trait. That is the only one I will be picking from her, and that is only because I want to have the orbs spinning as fast as possible, because those give 9% movement speed and then 18 for the last level, while the Warlocks only give 4%. So that will be better for that. As you can see, I have chosen to play on the viaducts for no other reason than the fact that I needed a little change of scenery. I've been playing the Frozen Depths so much. It is of course the hardest stage, so of course you want to always be testing your builds on that stage, but I've been playing it so much lately that I need a little bit change of pace. There is the Nimble, we're picking that. Let's see here. Okay, there we have this. Now you might be thinking we should be doubling up on this to get extra multi-strike for summons, but no, I have done the math, and if you instead use the Reverberant tincture to double up on the level 3, 6 and 9 traits for the Astronomer's orbs themselves, that gives you 1 extra orb. That is actually much better. It's much better, and that's math telling me this. So let's hope it's true. I haven't actually tested it, but I crunched the numbers into my very advanced Windows calculator, and it told me this should be true. Now when it comes to Astronomer's orbs traits, I will be picking speed for basically every single one except for level 3, 6 and 10, where I will be picking bodies and doubling up on that to get the maximum amount of orbs. The downside to this is that the bodies upgrade or the bodies trait for the Astronomer's orb, it gives -10 to area, so the orbs they become tiny small, and a -25% to damage. So I will be sort of dealing less damage that way, and the orbs will be smaller, but I don't care. I don't care, cause this is all about maxing out the amount of orbs. It's definitely a meme build. It's just about pushing limits, not about being the strongest possible. So that's why we're going for that. Let's get these elites down. There we have another speed upgrade. Let's pick that one. Multi-strike, which is a priority with this. It gives increased orbs, so we need that. Okay, let's memory both of these and then go for the channeling now, so that we can get these two next when we find one of them. This is taking too long with these elites. You get the scroll. I'm not quite ready to pick up the scrolls yet. I'm gonna leave this one for a little while and then come back to it, so that we can get the electrified orbs as early as we can, because I don't have level 3 yet. I can't pick up the upgrades until I am level 3 in the ability. I've been learning that during my last video. Thanks to you guys in the comments. Appreciate that. Learn as you go with this. It's important knowledge because it means I can maximize my builds. Another scroll, we're gonna leave that one as well. You're not gonna have a shortage of scrolls, so you can get upgrades at level 3 in the ability and level 6. So this is roughness. We're not gonna go with roughness. We're gonna wait until we get speed. No, I mean bodies. It's level 3. We're gonna wait for bodies. And that's gonna increase the amount of orbs we have as well. So while we're grinding out this elite, I guess I can show off the gear I've chosen. Mark of the Warlock, of course. Invocator's Grasp, but that gives more. I checked this and it gives more to multi-strike than the multi-strike gloves, of course. That is not a big surprise there. And the rest I kind of wasn't quite sure what to pick. I went with the Mask of Madness because it has a chance to give us increased multi-strike. It does look like it has a less chance to give multi-strike than damage and attack speed, because every time I used it I get less multi-strike than the other stats it's meant to increase. I went with Copper Ring because the Sorceress has a lot of crit. I went with the Holy Relic to heal and also the Defiant Plate to heal. I guess I could have gone with the Blood-Soaked Shirt as a better alternative for healing, but the thing is, Defiant Plate and Holy Relic, it heals through regeneration. And if I am lucky enough to get the degeneration version, I think it's called, of the Mask of Madness, then this buff I get from it every 30 seconds will come faster and faster the more regeneration I have. So that's why I picked these, to give me more regeneration. The pace setters I picked only because we'll get a mix of movement speed and attack speed depending on our health. I think they're just better than the runner's shoes. And I went with the Jade Amulet only because I want to get as much XP as I can due to the 4% multi-strike I get from leveling up as the Sorceress. So I'm not sure if this will amount to much. It gives decreasing returns on XP every time you level up. But like overall, I think it should balance out at giving me a few extra levels than not having it. And if we're lucky, we can just exchange it once we get like a loot chest and we don't get anything else that we want. Some bad luck. Okay, so let's just get the weapon proficiency then. That does add one orb on its own, so at least that takes us one step closer to our goal. That's one elite dead. He dropped gold, which is basically a waste of an elite if you ask me. I'm just gonna hang around this area until I get the bodies upgrade. This boss here takes an age to kill with the way he's running around, especially since my damage hasn't really started to ramp up yet. There it is. There it is. Okay, so pay attention. Boom. I now have, with only one row, 10 orbs. Pick this, do not want orbital shift. I will take electrified orbs for now, I guess. I could reroll again to get the inner orbit, I just did. Now we have 20. That's 20 orbs now. And we're just getting started. We're not even close to finishing this. And we're already at 20. We are going to take this much farther than this. So let's focus the boss now and start moving towards the other scroll. We're gonna wait for level 6 before we do pick up that scroll. I'm just gonna hang around this area now and then farm until I have what I want. Okay, getting the Holy Relic Blessing is not bad, because it gives us everything else we have, but it also increases base damage. But I do want to reroll to hopefully get the Mask of Madness or the Invocator's Grasp. Oh no, it's not the same one. It's a conversion version. Let's see, it take 10% damage and gain permanent player buff, and then additional X.0.01% per HP lost. I think we're just gonna go for this one for now, because it will at least increase what we get by a little bit, but we are also going to have to start picking some health traits if we do want to get the maximum benefit from that. How much have we gotten from the mask as of now? Only 2%, but we are going to get a little bit extra from that one, and we might still see even better gear drops, because we have 3 elites currently being killed. They are, the speed at which they die is starting to pick up. I never expected this to be a very high damage build. The only thing I'm hoping to gain from it is lots of orbs. I think I'm just gonna pick one more ability here just to get some extra damage in. Let's go with Kugel Blitz since it synergizes a little well with the Sorceress. The problem with getting more abilities is that it litters my trait pool a little bit, so I'm not quite super stoked about that. We do need a little bit of extra damage here. The Gargoyles might be one of the most annoying elites because they circle and move around so much. Okay, we have Proficient Stance 4, so let's get that. So then we can get the multi-strike on the next level, which should give us extra orbs again, which I'm super stoked about. Always, there's the speed. We need to actually prioritize this, because this will be our next level. So let's get the speed. And then we get this now, and that takes us up to 12, so 24 orbs. There's still a lot to go, because I've promised 50, at least 50. Let's go with the electrify chance. If you get that to level 3 as well, we can get the upgrade for it. So let's get the proficiency 4 here. That means we've collected all the proficient stance and weapon proficiency traits, so we're not gonna have our selection screen blocked by that anymore. I am living in the danger zone when it comes to health. Okay, so go base health here to just increase what I get from the Mask of Madness. Now it's gonna decrease 60, so I'm gonna get even more stats. We get, I think we're gonna go range. No, let's get Kugelblitz, because then I can safely pick up this and get a high voltage. Very good. Now that will chain lightning when it travels through enemies. Damage output increased successfully. Yeah, let's get Kugelblitz. I should have gotten Nimble there. I did see Nimble, but I got blinded by the other ability. Sometimes I am a victim of sometimes just seeing something that I want and then not noticing what the other things are. Luckily I have a fair amount of healing going around. A regeneration at 4 per second, which could have been more if I had had the like the new necklace. I don't remember the name. Is it Shepherd's Boon? I did have it on an earlier run just today, but I forgot to put it in the well, which I am very sad about. That's speed, so the next upgrade we're gonna get for the orbs will be bodies that we're gonna double, which will give us even more orbs. We do not, of course, have enough orbs at 24 orbs total, far from enough. We always need more. That's density, so be careful not to pick that. Let's go with more crit. Astronomer's orbs damage and area going to decrease a lot, but the amount of orbs goes up to 17 per row. Total of 34 right now. 34, ladies and gentlemen. There's the electrified orbs, so that is a very high damage output now. That is high. We are going to wait for speed again. Or maybe I should get a little bit of mass now, actually. Maybe I should get a little bit of mass, because my range is good enough. Yeah, let's get a little bit of mass. That will increase the size of the orbs a little bit, the damage by even more, and then it will... Oh, should I get speed now? Yes, get speed now. And then pull them a little bit closer to me, which I do also like. Kugelblitz, and since I did just get level 6 in the Kugelblitz, I will get this here. That lets us pick up static aggression, so it seeks out enemies, and then we're gonna get a new abilities. I guess this isn't the best here. Let's get Radiant Aura, just to deal with... No, yes, yes, no, no, yes, yes. And that will give debuff down the road. So this elite is definitely dying faster than it was just a minute ago. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it's a loot chest. Ooh, we are gonna go up and above and beyond 50. That takes us to 40 now. And we are far from maxed. Very far from maxed. Go with health here to increase the Mask of Madness even more. Okay, so the damage we now deal was increased by a ton. By a literal ton. We can get lucky and get even more items to help us out here. Do not need. I guess I could now pick this to exchange for this to give me even more electrified, but no. Ah, okay. Really nothing I need here. Let's get the XP instead. In hindsight, of course, I should have picked that necklace, but you can never know. I'm at 21 now, so 42 because I leveled up to 70. Mask of Madness has now given me 18%, which I'm quite happy with. And I do actually need to be a little bit careful with my health, not to drop too low, because Mask of Madness will take 10% of my health every 30 seconds. So if I'm only at 10%, I'm gonna be in big trouble. Don't want that. That's mass. Do I get mass? I will actually get mass. Yeah, it's a big damage. It pulls the orbs relatively tighter to me, but I don't think I have max out my range traits yet. I do also have another scroll like down to the left. Oh, that's more multi-strike. Still 21, alright. I thought I had all the multi-strikes, but I do remember, I think the last multi-strike traits activates at level 70 or around there. I do always become so like surprised when I get it so late. We might actually be able, if we are really lucky with everything we get here, we could see it go up to 60 orbs. Okay, so we are currently at 42. When I now pick this, we take that up to 28. So we are at 56 orbs. I think we should be able to see 60 here. We are going to reach at least level 100 here, so we are going to see 8 more multi-strike from just that. So the way range and area works with the orbs is that range pulls them closer to you or further away from you. I mean, if you have a little range, they're closer, big range, they're further away, and area increases the size of each single orb. So if I pick area here, every orb becomes a little bit bigger. Has it changed? 29. We are up to 58 orbs. 58 orbs, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's get just whatever. Crit bonus. I don't really think it matters much at this point. Only thing we're doing now is farming more multi-strike. It's literally the only thing we're doing. Okay, down to 30 FPS then. How low can we go on FPS? I wonder. I don't think I've seen it dip below 30. I've seen it like at 30, but not below. DPS, not DPS, FPS is falling. DPS up, FPS down. Oh, there's the Hydra. Let's just brrr that guy down. He's not living for long. Dead. Lucky with gear? No. Nothing new. XP. Thank you. I wonder, you can't kill these skeletons, right? Or the ghosts? I never actually tried. I just did as you're supposed to. I got closer to the middle of the map whenever I see them. Okay, elite. Okay, dead. Sadly, a gold boy. Let's just start running more towards the middle here. 30. We now have 60. We have 60 orbs. That is amazing. We still have 6 minutes left on the map, so I'm not gonna deny the possibility that we could go even further here. We could maybe go up to even 62. That's a pretty big radiant aura, that is. I don't think I've seen it that big before. That's what she said. I think I won. Like, I've already won the game. It's all about seeing how many orbs we can get now. I really hope the answer is 2 more. We are gonna see 110. We're not gonna see 120, I think. So at 110 we do get 4% more multi-strike, which could possibly take us up one step. Up to 62 orbs. I am lagging here. FPS is not great at the moment. Should I get the rifts? I haven't used the rifts much. Yeah, sure. Never really used the rifts. You have to walk into them, and when you... Oh, holy moly, they are spawning tons. Are they supposed to do this? Are they supposed to spawn this much? I'm pretty sure they didn't last time I played. Okay, let's have a look at this. Multi-strike. Ah, so multi-strike also increases the number of rifts you spawn. Wow. I took my FPS to 26 right now. I think it's all down to the Mask of Madness now giving me more. Unless I can somehow gain how many levels? 5 levels in 1 minute 30 seconds, which I think is unlikely. I can barely see now. Oh, it's lagging so bad. I am almost constantly below 30. I just entered 18 FPS. That's what this is all about now. See how low I can get my FPS. Maximum orbs, minimal FPS. 62 orbs. 62 orbs. Has to be because of the Mask of Madness. We ticked into one more. 62 orbs, 20 FPS. I just saw 17 as well. I do maybe think... Oh my lord. 11 FPS. 11 FPS. Holy. I hope this video is even watchable. Good Jesus Christ. I can't wait for the boss to spawn right now. There we go. This is gonna make things better. Let's go get some heals here before we focus the boss. Yeah, he's just gonna die. Let's use the Phantom Rifts, even though I don't have them leveled up. They're gonna help. Oh, big spin. A very big spin. There we go. There we go. A little thought experiment here. If I just sit around without picking up the boss orb here, will my Mask of Madness keep triggering so I can just leave this on overnight? Then I'm gonna have like 1,000,000 orbs. I'm gonna go AFK for 5 minutes and then I'm gonna come back and see. Alright, so the answer is yes. You can just sit around, and as long as you have like infinite healing, like you do, as long as you have the Holy Relic and the Divine Plate, then you can just sit around and let this increase and increase and increase. I didn't get any extra orbs right now. That's just chance, but if I left this on overnight, I could be sitting here with like 100 orbs by the morning. There's no reason to do that. Let's just take the summary here. 180 million damage. I think that's a new personal record for me. 60 from the orbs. Decent from main attack. Both of these go into the main attack because this is Electrify and this is Chain Lightning. No, that is a lie because Electrify also comes from the orbs. So this is shared between this. The 120 million from main attack and Electrified orbs alone, and a little bit from Kugelblitz, because that also gives Electrify. Okay, well, there you have it. How to get 62 orbs. Now you go and do it and let me know if you manage to get more. You can get more with a luckier mask proc or a mask drop, I think, and big regeneration, but let me know if you manage. Subscribe if you want more, check out this video for a mad archer build, and goodbye.